This is my favorite part coming up right now.
Straight up phantoms real and any day could be your last in a battle. Your raps and babbles trash gas your shadow while you left you on your ass with a paddle in a pond without a way to get out of it. Walk up to your favorite label holding my tape full of straight banana hits. A rage out of the place, man, and shit, I ain't get handed it. A record deal that is deal with it says my homies don't they know there's no way plan B's launching because it don't exist. Drunk driving to the last brew, time in it cause 9 out of 10 the party is mine if I pass through. What happens tonight's a lie if they ask you deny it. Then woke up with a line in my bathroom with a baby in my closet. Represent like Nas, stay around Queens mainly like I'm Nas.
Going to live shows and watching how these rap artists and even rock artists like perform, it just makes you want to do it more, and you can pick up little pointers.
What can we expect from Al? What's going to separate Al Green Project 2 from the first one? How's it going to be better?
Alright, let's see. Well, when I was trying to put out the Al Green Project, I had so many songs that I had to boil down into like 23 that I really liked, which was a lot for an album, 23. I wouldn't be surprised if people don't know some of my favorite songs on it because it's like interweaved in between like 16 and like no one gets up to that point. Mm-hmm. So, but I'm still going at it. I still have this CD. I'm trying to make 20 tracks for it. I want to put out a CD every year and keep that going.
And just keep that grind and hustle going.
Yeah, and it'll be free download as well. Though.
Mm-hmm. You know, going from Al Green Project 2 now to the very beginning, what is the one thing that you've learned the most? Man,
I'm so happy that I know how to mix and record my own self. Because these people, some of my friends, they go to these studios and they pay ridiculous amount of money. Going to IAR really teach me how to mix and engineer my own stuff.
Right.
So from the beginning, if you listen to my quality from 2005, or 2006 rather, you listen to it now, it's like night and day. I feel like I was writing the same back then, like my rhyme scheme was a little different. But I feel like if I'm actually recording my first album again on like better quality, and when you hear it, it's almost going to be like I released it today, like what I would say today. But it's just, I feel like it didn't have as much a good response as it could have got because the quality was so low. Like, you couldn't understand the lyrics. It was so muffled. So when I put out my first album, which might be after the Al Green Project 2, so I can take a long break and make the next album great, I just want to open that all up and see what you guys I was writing, show you guys what I was writing back then. But yeah, the only thing I'm glad I learned was audio engineering.
Yeah.
That was perfect.
Just taking care of everything yourself. And cutting out the middleman, like why pay people thousands and thousands of dollars to do something that you could do at home.
Yes, it's a lot of fun too.
Yeah. Has it been emotionally taxing from the very beginning? What kind of emotional hardships have you faced?
Man, at some point, I'd like to say at points I feel like not doing it anymore, but I've never felt like that. I've always kept this in the back of my head that this is what I want to do, and the minute I stop and take my eyes off it, it's just going to pass me, and I'm never going to have to love for it again. Like, I'll always have a backup job that makes me money, but until this hip-hop is what I do and makes me money, there's nothing else. Like, I'll never be a failure to the day I die, and that's just how it is.
Well, you'll never be a failure to the day you die. You're saying that to yourself. What is a good word of advice to give to, let's say, you know, the 16-year-old in high school who wants to do the same thing you're doing, or who wants to be the next hip-hop star? What would you tell the youth?
Keep going, just keep writing your life. Like, your life, just picture your life, and like, you're like, oh man, I wish my boys were to see what this happened today. Like, I passed the bus stop, these two people were fighting, and like, there's no way to put it down. Like, just write it and make it rhyme. Like, it's so much fun. What I say to little kids is just like, keep writing, don't be discouraged. Like, someone's always gonna have something negative to say. Whether it's like, oh, you should stop. Like, because I heard that back in the day, and I felt like I was nice. But then they were just like, don't stop, you're white, and that's it. It's just not going to work. You're Eminem, and it's just like, if I stopped when I heard that, like, I wouldn't be here today. Like, I don't know what I'd be doing. So just don't listen to people. Like, listen to yourself at the end of the day, and do it for fun.
I mean, you're white. There's
You
know, you can't hide it. People have probably told you, you know, oh, you're just Eminem. What do you say back to that? Like, what separates you from the other white rappers, or the other Asian rappers, or the Hispanic rappers, or even the African American rappers? What makes you you?
What makes me me? Oh man, because I don't care. Like, you can say that, and it's funny to me. Like, Eminem, yeah, he's nice. And like, now it's been Asher Roth lately, which is kind of funny, because I was like, damn, that should have been my spot, because now it's going to be even harder. Actually, if anything, he just made it easier. Now everyone's going to be like, it's going to make it easier. But anyway, what do I say to people that say that? Like, it's not even, I haven't heard that in like years. honestly, no one's brought up the white issue in years. Like, you shouldn't do it. Like, it's done.
Right.
And I could see it starting to get a little bit more relaxed, and it's starting to be like, wow, white kids are actually doing it. Not only doing it, but they're doing it like nicer
Doing it well.
because they have to now.
Right.
So I wouldn't, like, I'd love to be the next step in the ladder that says another white rapper's gonna be like, whoa, VP made it. Now we can do it. Like, it's a little bit more relaxed. Not that I'm saying I'm trying to get more white people to do it. I just want people to put a story out. Like, the next black artist could put out something really cool. Like, it doesn't matter. It's just be different and be cool. Like, I'd love to hear an Indian rapper. Some Chinese rappers are dope. Like, I've met a lot of Asian rappers. They have a lot to say, but they're like, I'm not going to do it. Like, why? And that's where we bring up, just do it. It's fun, and you never know what's going to happen. I think I forgot the question. But yeah, white rappers.
What are your musical influences? How far does it go back? How far do your influences go back?
It started with classical music because in my old school, that's what we used to listen to. Like, even Duke Ellington, like everything, jazz.
Right.
And that's where I like to say my beats. Like, I like to have like a classical feel to the beats I make, on the most part. But then it went into rap, and honestly, as I listened to more rap, it opened it up to like rock and pop and alternative and instrumental music and a cappella music. So rap is what opened me up to everything, as opposed to like just closing me down and only listening to hip hop and R&B and whatever. But my music, I love all types of music. If you look at my iPod, it's like, when you shuffle on my iPod, it's like ridiculous. Like, you'll
Very
hear,
eclectic.
oh my God, like anybody from Mozart, so you'll hear not the Backstreet Boys, let me stop with that. You'll hear Britney Spears, you'll hear Jedi Mind Tricks, all the way down from the underground people to like Jay-Z and Biggie. Everybody. Then you'll hear like my boys, you'll hear John Siegler on there, you'll hear me on it, you'll hear everything. Everything.
I mean, you do all these things, but what do you think is your strongest skill?
My strongest skill? Right now I'm impressing myself with my engineering skills, which I really never thought I'd take a liking to. I think if I ever, my dreams would be open a studio and like employ these like interns and like come in and work with me. And like, I'd love to still record and put out these little albums for free on the internet, or maybe charge one day in the stores like Best Buy or something like that, or these little record shops. I don't know. Right now I feel like I can write about anything. Not on any cocky, but I'll make it suck, but I'll like it so much because it's talking about my life. And I think that I can express my life right now in rhyme form, which is cool. Beats, I took a backseat to that for a while because I wanted to sort of just pay my credit card debt off and then eventually buy a nice keyboard, a nice mixer, and start making my original beats again, like I used to. But yeah, that ended when I had to pay bills. So I sold my Triton, 88 key Triton, my Mackie mixer. I had to sell it for rent money before I even for college loans or something. I was just so stupid. It was so stupid. I should have kept it.
You know, wrapping this up, where do you think hip hop is headed today? Especially, hip hop's really starting to branch off.
I used to think this place was safe, but then I got robbed with a gun in my waist. My house got broken into. They called it, but it's still an issue.
New York and LA, I mean, that's kind of settled down a bit. Where do you think the hip hop culture is heading?
Oh man, I'd like to say that I have my ear to like the underground right now in like New York, but I don't. I'm infatuated with just the idea of thinking that I'm the future of it. Not to sound cocky or anything, but like, I'm not at these open mics in the city where I'm like, oh, person A or like G Squad B is gonna be the next big thing, because I don't do that. Like, I'm just making my music so I can be that next person. I think hip hop is going back to lyrics, hopefully, because like, as much as I'd hate to admit it, like, I'm not even gonna mention anybody in this film, but there's a lot of artists out right now that's bringing back the lyrics, which is very refreshing. Like, cause these old artists can just, I don't know how long they can go, and they'll still be cool. They gotta bring a new little group in. They gotta bring a new group in the kids. And they sort of started doing that with the whole Asher B.O.B. and like the whole freshman last year, 2010 or 2009 of XXL. All those kids are gonna be big. Kid Cudi, Wale, they're all nice to me, and if that's where hip hop goes, that'd be awesome.
Sounds good. Anything else you wanna add to the
segment? Shoot, man, just keep writing. For all you kids out there that's writing, and keep watching. Download all the music from verbalphantom.com. VERBALPHANTOM.com. I know you know how to spell that. I'll just spell it out for you. I don't know, man. Just shoot. Keep your ears open, keep your eyes open, and read and watch TV. And just stay active. Go listen to music. Like get a job or something. Like do something. Like you're all cool out there. Just live your life. Live your life just once. That's all you got.
We're tooting it, but hell, you're stupid if your ass don't support me. Little kid from Harrison whose dad isn't present, but Lord knows his ass is mad he had to visit him since rap is getting a massive attention. Infinite comparisons to Eminem and Ash and Emmett's tripping him out. Groove out with a pen. If only 2000 Vinny knew what Vinny knows in 2010, I'd be moved out in the pen. Cruised out in the bed. 100 bars, part 4, homie, whose house is it? Yep. That was only 96. Don't think I say I'd rap 100 bars and then forget.